Well, hi again, guys. I'm back. Sorry about that. The video was short, but I'll try as much as I can, at least to get a more prolonged video. It's just my phone issues. It doesn't have enough space as yet, but I'm working on it. So to end as it is, it's into series, yeah, in small clips, yeah. But we'll get there, yeah. There's a time we'll get there. So just keep on following me on my YouTube handle. It is at Gospel Farm. Yes, so this is part four of the story. Yeah, my childhood story, both when I'm born again, when I'm not yet born again, I'm still in the process, and on the season also where I'm born again. Hallelujah. So I left it at when my brother now had gone to sell the battery, and he met two plainclothes policemen on his way walking, going. Yeah, and they asked him, so who are you and what are you carrying? What is this you're carrying? So he went on to answer them and tell them, no, this is a battery that I've got from home, so I'm going just to look for market, so that I can get some few coins. Yeah. So they were like, no. What do you mean? We don't believe you. We know that you've robbed this battery from some. You've stolen it. Yeah. So he was like, no, I can go and show you where I've removed it from, and it's at home. So when they came, like I'm saying, we used to live along Parklands area, where maybe, by the way, just judging a book by its cover, it was the worst mistake that those policemen made. Most so it was one of them. Yeah, it's like he just had a grudge. I don't know what the problem was, but the devil was really used. Let me just say it really used. He really used that man at that point. Yeah. So now what happened? So they came back. Had a car on patrol, so they came with the car that they had. And why I'm remembering these days, because that day I was being bought for clothes for Christmas. As you understand, it was on the 24th, yeah, on Christmas Eve. So I just come from town to buy the clothes, and so I was fitting them and doing whatever. So I just gone to the kitchen, right where the kitchen was. Where our kitchen was, it was directly the main door was directly facing the gate, yeah, the gate, which was some few meters away, yeah. So I saw a car coming. I'd just gone to the kitchen. I can't recall what I'd gone to do, but what I remember is making up, see, nini, getting to see the car, the police car, and the car was turning around again. It's like, normally, in those places, that car road where we used to use, yeah, it was a road, you get in a certain road, there are lane, and once you get to that, then there are houses, right and left, yeah. So sometimes if somebody wants to turn their car, they have to come through your gate and then turn it back again, reverse it, and then now go where they are going, if they are lost or something. So I thought this police car was lost, so they decided to turn the car around and go where they were going. Kumbe, I didn't know my brother was there. Imagine, he brought them there in order for them to see this is the house that I've brought the battery from, and the car that I've taken it from is just there behind. And truly, that was what was happening. But you see, they didn't believe him, so they told him, well, unatudanganya, why are you lying that you live even in such a place? You cannot live here, you're just lying to us. So they turned around the car and they headed right ahead to Parklands police station. So on their way going, there's a roundabout there around Parklands Baptist. That was what it used to be called around there. Nowadays it's called the School of Law or Kenya Power, somewhere there. Yeah, KPLC. They have Steamer Plaza there. So it was around somewhere there. There was a roundabout so that you could turn and now get into the lane where Parklands police station is located at. So on their way, when they're on the roundabout, see, they had to slow down. Yeah. So my brother had to get out from there very fast. That's when he just realized, now me, I'm doomed. I'm going to be, my dad will just make a fuss about me. I'll just get trouble because he will have to know about this, and me, I'll face trouble. So me, I'll just run away, because he knew he'd taken also the battery illegally. But these people, they thought it's not theirs, it's not from his parent, he'd stolen it from someone else. So he got off the car. Somehow, I don't know how he opened the car, and he started running, and he ran. So this policeman came out of the car and they said, Shikeni Muizi, Shikeni Muizi, Yani, get that thief, catch that thief, catch that thief. So by the time he's getting to a certain kiosk, so people surrounded him. So he had to surrender. So imagine he sat down and surrendered. You see, once you surrender, what I understand in the law, like once somebody surrenders, then you just come in and cuff him and whatever, take him to now, we take him to the cell or whatever, yeah, or to court if that's the case. But now what happened, this policeman, can you imagine, he shot him right at the head here, which was an instant shot that just brought him down and he was done like that. Can you imagine? It was such a sad story. I remember generally, my father, everyone, my parents, my sisters, they were so devastated. Even that Christmas, I can't remember when. Maybe they'll tell me, because I know they'll be watching this video. And it was a Christmas that believe it wasn't the same again. It was so bad because what had happened was so shocking, was so sudden. My brother, I think he was even he'd not even reached the 30s. He was not even in his, he was just in his early 20s. You can imagine, he was so young. But now you see the brutality of that policeman, but it costed him a life sentence. Yes, because he did something that already someone had already done or surrendered. So that was what went on. So that was a story about my brother and my childhood story with my brother. So come with the second brother again. So we are still moving, we're still going, and it reached a point now. When we are living in Parklands area now, there's a story about so there were maids, house managers, as they're called nowadays now, who are being employed there at home. As I told you earlier, I was a person who didn't know how even to wash dishes. I was a person who didn't know how to just even take something, even my innerwear, and just wash it. I was someone who never knew how even to just even wash that spoon or cup. It didn't interest me, and neither was I taught. So you see, two things. I wasn't interested, and since now I wasn't even taught, yeah, so I didn't care to learn. But it's an unfortunate thing, because this is one lesson that I want us to learn from here. Parents out here, and also children out here, just know one thing: life is a roller coaster, let me tell you. Because you see, that kind of life that I was brought from, everything, like I said, was laid on a silver platter. I didn't know that you do you can work, you can help in the chores at home. I didn't know you can, that it was even my duty and my responsibility also to want to know. You understand? What I knew is there were house managers there, so it was up to them to do the work, all the work, yeah. So me, what I'm talking to you, this being a testimony and also being a teaching, as I had said earlier on the previous video, on the part 3 one, yeah. So what I'm saying is, let us be very cautious, uh, parents, how we bring up our children, yeah. Even as at the age of, you see around, from 6 years, 7 years, begin training them on how you can wash your cup, remove a cup from the table, or a plate once you've eaten on it, go and wash it, sweep the house, somewhere, even if it's a carpet or carpeted or not, just sweep the house. Let the house look neat. If it's the chairs, arrange them well. If it's the cushions, the couches, keep them well. Don't eat where you're not supposed to, so because that way you're untidy, you're making your house untidy. Just eat where you're supposed to. You understand? So these are the key things that I didn't learn and I didn't want to learn, of which costed me now in my later years in life. And this costed me when now I was in marriage, but it started when I was now in my teenage, so because that's when I also separated with my parents, so they had to go back home. And that's also another story, as we are moving on forward. And I had to go and live with my elder sister. And that's where I'm saying that, because of my what can I put it, how can I put it, ignorance, yeah. I didn't want to learn. I didn't, because okay, there was a time I remember, because I used to wake up as early, sometimes even as at 4, because the house manager used to wake up around 4 5 there. And she wakes up, because it was a big house, yeah, so there was much to do. There were also dogs that had their own person to take care of them, to watch them, to feed them. So you could see it was a house that had a lot of things to be done. but now she used to wake up early. I used to see that because there were several. I could see like I can say like they were employed quite a number, yeah. And this number, so anyone who comes after a season of the other, yeah, they have their way now of working. But I could see it was like a kind of pattern, yeah. So they wake up very early, they do the chores and what. So there was a time I remember, and like I was gaining interest. I wanted to, I want to even go to that bathtub as she's washing these clothes. I also want to go there, but it's in a form of playing. So when I enter the bathtub, you see now there's water there, so I'll play with water. But at the same time, I'll be able to wash the clothes at least. But I remember that house manager used to tell me, wewe ebu toka hapa staki shida. So she used to chase me all the time. Every time I want to come and learn, so she's just chasing me. So at the end of the day, I lost interest, and I didn't want to know even how clothes are washed and everything. You understand? Because she understood that that's her work, and she knew hii nyumba mi nimeambia obviously ule ndio last born na ule asijaribu kupewa kazi yoyote. So I'll get in trouble when I let her come and mess up with the water and what do stuff here. Yeah, so that is a caution to parents. Let us, even the ones that I have right now, let me tell you, my last one right now is 9 years of age, yeah. And now I've now trained her continuously. Actually, not 9, she's 10. Yeah, she's 10. She turned 10 on January. So I can say I've been training her. Right now, she knows how to sweep. She knows how to remove plates from the table. She can go wash the dishes. Once even she gets the ones that she carries to school, the lunch box and whatever, and the water bottle and everything. I normally tell when you come from school, make sure you go and wash your own. If it's a cup of tea you've taken or milk or whatever, make sure you go and wash it. Yeah, put it in order. And I normally show them now how to do it, because this is something that I wasn't taught, so the world had to teach me. And I'm telling you that it was a hard way. Hata uwezi taka, uwezi furahia. Yani I was really tormented. I was really frustrated, because I began to know work when I'm already an adult. You understand? And even to a point of, even when I was in marriage, that's when I used to understand that you're supposed to wash clothes like this is another story again, because my husband now used to teach me, because he understood me, or he understood where I'd come from. So he used to teach me what to do. If it's clothes you wash like this, you put them online like this, you can imagine. Yeah, so it was really not funny, but I thank God, because he understood me. Because ingekuwa mwingine ananiambia, we rudi kwenu, rudi kwa mama yako. You understand? He used to teach me when how to put on the bed, you understand, to just make it look neat and very beautiful. Yeah, how to, okay, the dishes I could wash, yes, but now in terms of now clothes washing, how to hang them on the line even with pegs, I'm telling you, yeah, it was quite a journey. But I thank God, because now I learned a lot, and now I've taught my children moving forward to be responsible. The bigger ones, they even cook right now. So like the one now who's in grade 10, grade 9 right now, she's a girl. She's my fourth born. And now at least she knows how to cook. There are some things she knows how to cook, not everything, but she knows how, and she cooks a good meal. And you see, we are a big family of 7, yeah, but you can cook such a meal for such people. So I give glory. And my two boys who are in now form 3, you see, they know how to cook everything. The only thing they don't know, I think, it's chapatis for the Kenyans, yeah, the chapatis, yeah, and mandazi, such. But they are still on training. But every other normal foods, they know how. The stew, inatokea mpaka unasema yes. My firstborn, him, is a chef. He wants to be a chef, but it's at times I think he's so used to it such that sasa ni kama haitaki tena. You understand? But they are good cooks. I can say truly, I thank God for gracing me and giving me the wisdom to show them how to walk through this journey, because it is something that I learned the hard way, and I wouldn't want any one of them to go out there. So I'm talking to parents out here, and I'm talking also to children out there. When you're in such ages and stages, please try and know how to work, because you don't know tomorrow. You might be from a lifestyle where everything is there for you. Then you go out there, then life changes. In Akua, now you have to fend for yourself. Everything. You have to do everything for yourself. And I'm telling you, it won't be funny. That's why you see some people, they get frustrated, na mtu anaamua kudo even other things.